Hi, sixth graders. Today we're going to take a look at Lesson 3, Interpreting and Computing Division of Fractions by a Fraction. We're going to continue to use the models, and your target goal is that you'll be able to use fraction bars and area models to show the division of fractions by fractions with common denominators. You'll also be able to do it both ways, both of the measurement and partitive division. So looking at page 27 in your textbook, we're looking at the first example, which is drawing a model to represent 12 divided by 3. First thing we need to do is we need to go ahead and draw our shape. And in this case, we know that this entire shape is 12. So the length here is 12 units. And it wants us to divide it into 3 units. So we divide by 3. And in order to find out what number, we say 12 divided by those 3 groups leaves us a 4 in each. And so our answer is 4. Now, we need to come up with a word problem, it says, that represents this. So writing our word problem, I can say I have 12 gifts for my 3 kids. How many gifts will each child get if I divide the gifts equally? Now, of course, you can change that to any story problem you would like as long as you use the same numbers. 12, 3. All right, let's go to the next one. On example 1, it says 8/9 divided by 2/9, and we're supposed to use a model. So again, we're going to go ahead and start with drawing our shape. And we need to cut the shape into 9 pieces, which is this right here, which means we need to make 8 cuts. Once we have made those 8 cuts, we are then able to label 8 out of the 9 of the pieces. And then we need to group these into groups of 2/9. So if I look at this, I see that this right here is 2 pieces out of the 9. Here's again 2 more pieces out of the 9. We continue to do that as much as we can without going past this 8/9, because that's where we're stopping. In this case, we have 4 of them that showed up exactly even. So 8/9 divided by 2/9 is 4. Let's go ahead and go to the next example. Let's again draw our model. And in this case, our denominator is 12, so we need to cut 11 times. All right. And we have 9 of them, 9 out of 12. And I'm going to go ahead and shade these so we can tell how far we get to go. And then we're going to have to group them into groups of 3 out of 12. So if I go ahead and do that, I'm going to, on this one, I'm going to actually group. There's 3 of them. Here is another 3 of them. And here is another 3, and it came out perfectly equal. So how many groups did it make? 3. So 9/12 divided by 3/12 is 3. Let's look at the next one. On example 3, our denominator is good, 9. So how many cuts is that? 8. You got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 cuts. And we only have 7 of those. So here's my 7 out of the 9 pieces. And here it says I need to divide that into groups of 3 of the 9. Not too bad, right? So let's go ahead. We're going to put 3 of them in one. Here's a group. That's 1/9. Oops. So 3/9. And here is another group of it. But here I only have 1 piece, and I needed 3 pieces, right? So here is a full group, here is a full group. So it went in there 2 full times, but we only had 1 piece out of the 3 I needed. So that's where I get my fraction. 1 piece out of the 3 I needed that would have made another piece. And that's our answer. Looking at top of the next page. Page 29, how many fourths are in 3/4? Well, we can do it a couple ways. This one, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to draw just a straight line. Okay, and we're going to use a number line. And I'm just going to say, well, here is 0. Here is 1/4. Here is 2/4, which is the same thing as a half. Here is 3/4, and here is our number 1. And it said, how many fourths are there in 3/4? So if I'm ending at 3/4, I want to know how many fourths are in there. Well, here's 1, here's another one, and here's another one. So the answer would be 3. There's 3 of them. Here's the hop, here's the second hop, here's a third hop. All right, we're going to go and we're going to look at number 2. Okay, so looking down at number 2, we need to draw our example. So I'm going to go back to the diagram because I think that one's easier for you. We look at the denominators, they're 5, so we need to cut this into 4 pieces. No, 4 cuts, 5 pieces. And I only have 4 of them. So I have 4/5 right there. And I am putting them in groups of 2/5. So here is a group of 2 of them. And here is a group of 2 of them. And I can't go past that line. So here's a group and here's a group. So my answer is 2. Next one. Bottom number, my denominator is 4. Okay, my denominator is 4. 1, 2, 3. And let's take a look at this. It says that I have how many fourths? Well, I have 9 of them, but I only have 4 boxes. So what do you think I have to do in order to get 9 of these? Yeah, I'm going to have to take that exact same shape and I'm going to have to make it again because I have 9 of this size. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to highlight that and I am going to copy it. I hope. Nope, that did not copy. Copy it there. So now how many pieces do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8. How many more do I need? I need 1 more, right? So I'm going to go ahead and draw 1 more right here. And now I have 9 of those small fourths pieces. I'm dividing that. Oh, let me label. Here's my 9/4. And I'm cutting it into groups of 3/4. So I need 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. There's a piece. 1, 2, 3. And there's a second one. And we have just enough, look at that, perfect, to make a third one. So my answer here is 3. I'm going to go ahead and skip down here to number 5 because that one's going to be another more difficult one like this one was. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my shape. And this one has 10 is my denominator, so I need to cut it 9 times. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. There's my 10 pieces. But when I look at this, it again says I need 13. So how many more do I need? Well, I need 3 more pieces. So I can still, if I wanted, copy this whole thing. But what you notice is when I look at how many I actually have, I only have 13 of them. Oops. So that means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is obviously my whole first shape. But then I only have 3 more. Okay, so those are empty. Here is my 13 tenths. And I am dividing this into 2 tenths. So they're in groups of 2. There's 2 of them. There's 1. 1. Continue doing it. Okay, now you notice that I had to stop right here, but that's extra. I only have 1 piece, but I'm putting them in groups of 2. So I needed 1 more piece out of 2. I only have 1. So my final answer would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that 1/2, because I have 1 of the 2 pieces needed. Okay, go ahead and go back to the classroom.